Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Oh! The super armor does its job. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Taking stock. Time's the only thing moving here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Hold your breath! In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Denies the low heavy. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Holds out with the block. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. But experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Burnout dissipates. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. All in with a rush. Only a little burnout activates. Close range projectile. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, coming for you. Closes in. Still slugging it low heavy, but no go. Links it. The low kick hits. All in with a rush. What's next? Player 1 is in a very good spot. Close range projectile. The Triglav skewers them. They are not getting close to each other. Uses the teleport. Both sides getting ripped. Gets the tips with the low heavy.
Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Gets the knockdown, and now picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Deftly shuts out the jungle. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Drive gauge finally recovers. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juice. Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning. Gets some. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Jones with the fireball. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Bumps up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 holding off. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2, perfect execution with the anti-air. Links it! Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? What are they gonna do? The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Okay, nobody blink. Fires off an air slasher. Hits the drive. Like there's the burnout. A daring impact to wrap up the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. This can lead to some big damage. Drumming up a beatdown. This is going to hurt. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 has an anti-air in the clutch. Fires off an air slasher. Nice, all in with a rush. Okay, here we go. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. The jump in is denied. Oh, here we go. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. The shot pays off.
Round 1. Fight!
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, that's gonna leave a crater! Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1 can't use any drive, doesn't set the throws. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. All in with a rush. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Looking for a hole. Both sides getting ready. A real test of nerves here. Links it. Low heavy. They are done. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Was that a good decision? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Drive rush to keep it going. Gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
So it goes. Move.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. It's a good spot to use the super.
Clear how this ends.
Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? And it's just enough. Solid read on the ball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Is that it then?
Final round. Fight!
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Picks up the count, drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 with a lead. Look, the drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Okay, here we go. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast. They couldn't tech the throw.
Round 1. Fight!
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Box them with the target combo. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to beat out the jump? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Hits with the overhead. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Parries the attack. Grabs him. Hits him with a stopping block. Box him with a target combo. Throwing some shade. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Blocks it. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. A quick breather. Experiencing burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Quick dash it. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gets into perfect fireball range. Side switch in the corner. Manages to block the blink it. There's a burnout. Dribble. Let the Chernobyl rip. That combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Departure set. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Uses the teleport. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. What's next? Ooh, what a smart throw. They push their way out of the corner. A projectile to say, get off of me. What are they gonna do? Very nice, Gridlock. Player 2 needs to take the blow coming for you. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Can this drive bring them back? A whip, oh my god, they just choked it up. They are not getting used at the whoa, but you're grounded.
That's right! Round 1. Fight!
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Strings it all together. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Combo with the target combo. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. Flashes it. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Barely blocks the jump. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Oh, feints? Uses the target combo as a filler. They're laying into each other. Brings down the waning mood on him. Anti-air in the clutch. Life lead is there, but experiencing burnout. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? Come on now, let me hear you say it. King Ryu. Sit down.
I've had enough.
Player one can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. What a finish!
You're something else. Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Got their eye on the air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Good somersault kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Hits him with a stop and block. Blocks it. There will all in with the rush. The low block. On for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even though the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. The drive gauge is screaming from there's a burnout. Whoa, critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
You put it. Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. They trade hits, and now, taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Box them with a target. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. They're going for the super art. Shreds them with a Sonic Hurricane. Drive rush to keep in there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with the boom. Shoots off a fireball up close. Somersault kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. A real test of nerves here. What are you jumping in for? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Blocks it. Dashes forward. It's a good spot to use the super. The goddess of the hunt has arrived. Say goodbye to that life gauge. This is gonna hurt. Excellent damage on that. Player 1 has crowns him from above. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Super armor, cold and calculated. Player 2 with the rhythm overhead. Taking chunks out of each other here. Answers with that was a magical shot.
Guile
Player
wins.
1 has this kind of match. Who will come out on top? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Holds out with the block. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Life Needle KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Timing their parry just as the attack was coming triggered a perfect parry. Now they have a chance to go on the offensive. Player 2 can't use any drive movement, springs forward with the drive low. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. There's a burnout. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. What are they gonna do? A jump? Oh, the throw connects. Full super art gauge. What a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps. Stops the attack by using a drive pair. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Projectile to try and change the situation. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Still slugging it out at this range. Pokes with a medium kick. Genius read. Drive rush to keep it going. Burnout activates. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. This releases gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Deftly shuts out the jump. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weakened. They need to hold out. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? Drive gauge finally recovers. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. Decides to meet them in the air. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turns. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Taking stock. Burnout activates. Both fighters are weighing their options and they're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hits them with a stop and block. Dashes forward. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. But there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 picks a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Throws a fireball. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Burnout activates. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. A jump. All in with a rush. Closing moments of the match. One hit, but it breaks through with a throw. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Burns the drive gauge. Decides to buff up while they can. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 2 holding on to that. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Shinku Hadouken! Big super art hit. It's on. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Throws a fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. In with the crossbar. Brushes that off and keeps going. They gotta pick their spots well with the remaining drive they have. Pokes with an excellent block. Both sides, and it tries to act quickly, but with the attack. We're so close to becoming, Rock super hit! What were they thinking? The next touch may decide this round. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that gunman. Charges forward. Big counter. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They hit each other. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a trip. Life lead opens up, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to create some distance to start. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Jump-in attacks have a lot of lag time associated with them and are very vulnerable to perfect parries like we just saw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Both fighters planning something? This can lead to some big damage. This is gonna hurt. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Nice fire fireball! Any throw will whiff at that range. A single hit will do it! Tons of space between the fighters now. Can this drive bring them back? All in with a rush! Throws them! A fireball at that range? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Crowns them from above! Yes, sir! More... Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Get your plates ready! Damages! There's a burner! Player 2! Can't let this simmer! They gotta start cooking! Wrecks them! Shakes things up with a fireball! What are they gonna do? Are we gonna see a flatline zone?